different and have Rik Emmett and Gil interview each other. Personally, we love the results, and we'd like your reaction. If you want to see more, drop us a line.
Here we go. You're going to love this question. Rik, in Triumph, you play electric guitar most of the time, but occasionally you play acoustic guitar. Is it hard to go from one guitar to the other? Is it something you enjoy?
As a matter of fact, it is something that I enjoy. And if I had my druthers, I'd be in an all-acoustic band. But I have this drummer that I have to contend with. And the guy's a reactionary. He's from the old school, and he believes that, you have to play, an old Strat through a Fender Twin, and no. You want me to be serious and answer this, or should I just be foolish?
You do whatever you want, Rik.
Okay.
Make yourself at home. It's fun staying up late.
I think it's actually, I think it's an important part of what Triumph is, the whole electric acoustic guitar thing. It's part of the texture of the band, and I think it was one of the things in the initial stages that sort of set us apart from other power trios back in the days of power trios, and it's something that I intend to pursue. Actually, I wouldn't mind, maybe you'll go along with me on this. I'd like to explore a little bit more of the acoustic guitar on further records, on the next release.
Tell us, Rik. Have you always disliked bass players, or just Mike Levine in particular?
Well, let me say this. First of all, when it comes to other musicians, I don't regard drummers as musicians.
I have always heard the old adage that guitar players aren't really musicians.
No, drummers. It's drummers. Yeah. They're just animals. They sit around and they just hammer on things. It's like a primitive approach to something or other. We couldn't call it music. No, you want to gossip about Mike Levine? Okay. First of all, guy's got a haircut from the early 60s. It's scary. We got a real problem there. No. I'll tell you about Mike. The thing that's great about having Mike in the band is that ultimately he's kind of like the buffer between you and I, because you tend to be kind of like the conservative, strong leader type, and I tend to be this flighty, what do we call, right side brain dominant artistic weirdo. And Mike's just this guy that sort of lays back and says, okay guys, cool, okay, here's the bottom line. And he's kind of like that. Is it fate or random chance? Ready?
Ooh, yeah.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah. What's in the future?
Back to the hotel and out to the airport and out to Calgary.
But I mean, like let's a little more long term. Where's the band headed? What's going to happen now?
I think what we've got to do is reach way back into the quiver and start pulling out arrows that we have not pulled out before, and push ourselves artistically to come up with better music. I think that for me, in the last two records, I reached the conclusion that we need to do what we're best at. I think that if I've come to any realization at all about what we should do musically, it's that we've got to really rely on the strengths that each of us have. And I think we need to test our music once we start to play it and ask ourselves, is this really what Rik Emmett's all about? Is this really what Mike Levine is supposed to be doing? And is this Gil Moore's personality? I mean, I think that we have to ask ourselves those questions more than maybe we have in the past. I mean, for something just to be technically correct and pleasing to listen to, I don't think is enough, because I think that the best songs the group's recorded have a little bit of our personalities and our backgrounds, and in that sense they are more Triumph songs than just anybody else's quote-unquote good music.
Guys, and you are welcome back anytime you like. Now for this week's Top 20. Don Johnson is Don Can Sing.